Yo, Orange Juice Podcast, back again. We have Henry and another guest, returning guest.
Oh, I say my name?
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Lainey.
And we have Coco too.
And Coco, new guest.
So how's your summer been? I know we're just talking about that, but keep on talking about it.
Summer's been good. A lot of travel, a lot of just hanging out. I went to Sweden over basically the first week of summer with my mom. And then I went to Hawaii with one of my friends, Vicky. So it's been a pretty nice summer, and I'm actually going to Zion in, I think, 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Were you ever, scared of going to college at all?
Yes,
Are you
currently
better
terrified. Huh?
Are you better at this point?
I don't know if better is the right word. I think I've processed it more.
Gotcha.
But still incredibly terrified, not excited to leave. All my friends behind, start over again.
Is the part that you're scared of what you'll find there, or is it what you're leaving here more?
More what I'm leaving here.
Gotcha.
Everybody in college is in the same boat with wanting to meet people and the nerves and all of that, but getting used to not being around the same people every day is going to be tough.
Speaking of friends, I know that, Cal Poly, are we saying the name?
Yeah, just say that.
Whatever. I know there's a handful of people are going, So
yeah.
how do you expect to involve people that you know with people that you don't know? Are you thinking about hanging out, or are you just trying to go out on your own?
I guess I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm friends with a lot of people going up there. I'm actually rooming with a girl from my middle school.
Are you?
Super excited about that. Yeah, she's
Cool.
totally awesome. Her name's...
That sounds really familiar. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But she's super cool. We actually reconnected when we found out we were both going to SLO together, and we decided, you know what? I think we'd be great roommates. Takes away the terrifying part of somebody possibly murdering me in my sleep, because I don't know them. So I'm excited about not having to worry about that. Good luck, you guys.
I got 7 people that I gotta worry about.
You have what?
I have 7 people I gotta worry about.
And all it takes is one murderer.
Oh,
I know.
God. Yeah. So, but then there's a ton of other people. Girls from Sage, girls from my middle school, and just previous life as well. And I get along with them all. If we have classes together, if we end up falling in the same friend group, that'll be great. But I'm sure we'll talk on campus. I'm not too worried about any beef or any cutting anybody out or anything like that.
Hey, so last week of high school, I remember you were pretty disappointed or bummed out. Do you feel better now, or
It's still sad. I'm not a big fan of change, and a lot is changing.
Yeah.
So I think that's the hardest part. It's not that I guess I miss high school, it's more just the idea of I'm probably never going to see some of those people again. So.
Yeah, but I think it's to this point, I was kind of bummed out at first, but now that it's we're in the middle of the change, it's more yeah, that's kind of just how it is for me.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just adjustment, and now that it's happened, it's okay, well, moving on.
Yeah. It helps knowing that everyone's going through the same exact change,
Oh, yeah.
When are you actually moving in?
When am I moving in?
Yeah.
September, probably 13th or 14th. They kind of split up the freshman class move-in because there's a lot of us.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys start really late.
Yeah, so we're kind of a whole month after a lot of you guys.
What are you most excited for?
Most excited for in college?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I honestly don't know. I think there's a lot of different things, a lot of new things. I'm excited for, I guess, the independence. I've always been pretty independent here as well, but the idea of living on my own and figuring out things for myself, I'm excited to challenge myself with that. But I'm also excited for a specialized major. We've been taking pretty much general education our whole lives.
Yeah.
And so it'll be kind of cool to really narrow in on one topic.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about SLO?
Favorite thing about
Just
SLO?
the city and everything.
The city?
Yeah,
Oh gosh, it has everything. It has everything that I would want. You're 10 minutes from the beach, 10 minutes from this adorable town. Every Thursday night there's this massive farmers market where farmers from all around the area come in with all of their produce and things that they grew, and all the students go down and buy dinner for the night, and there's lots of live music, so I'm super excited about that as well.
You ever go down to the sand dune beach?
No, I haven't. I've heard about it though.
Yeah, no, it's amazing there. You can't surf in there or anything, or can't swim in there because the waves are crazy, but it's really nice there. It kind of looks like, when like Transformers 2, this is like a side point, but it's like Egypt and how like people portray Egypt. It's like how people portray Egypt, but there's a beach, obviously. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I've
cool.
seen a ton of videos of people just bringing cardboard like boxes
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
sliding down the
Oh.
dunes. I would love to do that. I
Hey,
think that'd be so fun.
you could do that with your roomie.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about, like, because, you know, you live relatively close, like, you're practically on the campus of at least, like, your house right now, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
You're
yeah.
living on campus right now, and now, for some people, I feel like it's
Wow.
going to be, like, a pretty big adjustment to be I don't know.
On a college campus.
Yeah, on a
for
college
the first
campus,
time.
but, like, how do you feel, like, do you think it's going to be different in any way, or do you feel like you're more prepared because of it?
I don't know. I mean, it's not really campus. Like, obviously, faculty, my mom's a professor, faculty live on campus, but the housing isn't in the middle of everything. It's kind of off to the side. So, but I do walk around the campus all the time. And I love it. I love that everybody's always out and about and moving. And I mean, the park there is wonderful. I don't know if it would necessarily prepare me more, but I'm excited because I've seen it before, and I do like the vibes of a college campus. So,
Yeah. Did you ever even consider UCI? Like, is that?
I didn't even apply.
Okay.
It's mainly just to get away. I feel like I need to, like I said, I'm excited about the independent part and figuring out things for myself. And I feel like if I were to go to UCI, I would live in the dorms, but I feel like I'd still rely on my house a lot and rely on my parents a lot, and I kind of want to force myself into an uncomfortable situation because that's how you grow.
So you consider SLO to be, like, far enough that you can be independent, but did you ever set yourself like a distance limit, because it's still in state and it's a couple hours away, but it's not as far as I'm sure like other colleges might have been?
I mean, yeah. For me, it was mainly, it wasn't a specific distance marker. It was more what's gonna be far enough that my parents aren't gonna make a trip out every weekend to come see me.
I see.
Like, I mean, I could have gone to San Diego for college, and it probably would have been fine because my parents don't love to drive to San Diego all the time. We barely go. So
Yeah.
it's just more of far enough away where I can kind of create my own world, but still be able to come home. And I love the idea that I don't have to get on a plane to come home. I can come home for
That's
important
nice,
things,
too, yeah.
like brothers' birthdays and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
When you first told me you went to SLO, by the way, I just remember the reason you you were questionable about UT Austin was it was in Texas, which is a more conservative state. But like the area around SLO, like some of the places are more conservative
Yes.
itself. So what's the difference there for you?
Well, I think the
Okay.
difference for me is the environment that it creates. They're both state schools, and Texas is known to be a conservative state, and California is known to be a pretty liberal state. I would say, like, everybody going to SLO isn't from SLO. Like, there's tons of people from Orange County. There's tons of people from up by the Bay Area. There's tons of people from all over California. So while SLO is a more agricultural area, which honestly, like, does bring in more conservative people, everybody who's coming to the college isn't necessarily conservative. It's more of a balance.
Yeah,
Versus,
not-
like, UT Austin, everybody's coming from all over different parts of Texas. Like, it's... But, I mean, that's not the main... Like, the main reason I didn't go to UT is because it's too big and pretty far. I decided between staying in state and out of state, I wanted to stay in state.
But you know, like when I go up to SLO, for me, I don't really see much of the campus life, so I understand where you're coming from. But I only see like the, Santa Maria, Betteravia. So that's like at least the culture I've been exposed to within that area. So I
No, it's
understand that.
understandable.
In that sense, do you think, can you ever see a future where you're living in that area instead of just being a student there?
I haven't really thought that far ahead. I don't really know where I'm going to end up.
Let's just hypothetically, would you want to live there?
I haven't seen it. I've been up there once.
Okay, gotcha.
So I guess I wouldn't be able to know. But from what I can tell, it's beautiful and the people have been nothing but nice.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't rule it out entirely, but I'd have to see. Maybe ask me when I come back for like Thanksgiving, you know?
Got you, yeah. I mean, I love Santa Maria. My brother's there and everything.
Yeah.
So for me.
It's beautiful. Beautiful area.
Dude, wait! I just realized, how is this umbrella floating?
Look.
Oh,
I actually have the same umbrella.
what's the purpose of that then?
Of what?
Like the middle pedestal.
It's so
to
that
fan out the umbrella.
yeah, because if you crank it inside, it'll close it. But we have it cranked out, so it's
Gotcha. All right. Just like an open question, what's like a top 5 things you wish to improve on over summer?
Over summer?
Yeah.
I feel like summer's almost over.
I mean, just in life, okay? There's top 5 things that you focus on improving on. Where did Coco go?
she went inside.
Oh, okay. Wait, does she know how to close a door?
No.
His brother came.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesse
okay.
opened the door.
That would be pretty awesome if the dog would close the door.
We have a magic house there.
Mm.
Our umbrellas float and our doors open for dogs.
I don't
And
know.
cans fall over.
Future of technology could happen. Top 5 things to improve on. I don't know. Maybe being more outgoing. I think that's going to be really important in college. Just for meeting people and not being super shy at first.
Yeah.
I'd like to improve that. My study skills. I think I'd like to really improve my study skills for college as well. Just because we've been in pandemic learning for a long time, and
Fast.
going back into where there's basically no homework in college, you kind of have to force yourself to study on your own, and I think that's going to be a difficult challenge, so I hope to improve on that.
Yeah.
What else do I want to improve on? I've actually started going to the gym more.
Where
So,
you go?
LA Fitness.
There's one you said?
Huh?
Where's it at?
It's,
Because we live
I don't
around
know.
the same place. I'm just asking.
I know, it's, do you know where, like, John Wayne Airport is?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
in
that
that
one?
direction.
Yeah.
Not near John Wayne, but, like, in that direction. So, I've been doing that more, and I do want to improve my, I guess, gym skills. I don't know how to use all the machines yet or anything, but that's just, like, a personal thing for motivation, and plus to not look stupid in college when I work out. So, I want to improve that. Is that 4 things? Do I need one more?
Just say something else. I want to go back to the gym thing. Like,
Yeah, we can talk about that.
okay, so women in general, so like, at least from my interaction with women, they don't want like big biceps or anything like that. But then my TikTok for me is like filled with like women empowerment where they get like humongous muscles and everything. So I've never understood. I don't want to say like women as a whole, but in general, do women want like bigger upper bodies? Because I see them training, like they do bicep curls and stuff like that, but they still like, I don't want big biceps. You know
Your
what I mean?
feed's like tuned to like what you're interested in right now.
What?
I mean,
Oh,
your
okay.
TikTok feed is like what you're like. They do try to tone it to you, so I guess that's what you're seeing. But I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic for sure. I know like a lot of women want to be strong, just for personal reasons, and then some people use the gym as an outlet for stress and
Yeah.
de-stressing. And then I think for me, it's just about, I guess, toning myself. I feel like ever
Yeah,
since
I
sports
gotcha.
stopped, I haven't been working out a lot, and like I've lost a lot of the muscle that I had, and I kind of want to gain that back. I don't necessarily want massive arms like that. I guess that's not my goal. I don't really care about how it necessarily looks, but I do want to feel like I'm not a couch potato anymore. I want to feel like I can be strong and hold my own. But I think it's different for every person. I mean, bodybuilders, like there's both men and women,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
do that. But then there's also women who just want to be in shape.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be in shape. So.
Are you trying to play any recreational sports, intramural or club teams?
Haven't ruled it out entirely. If anything, I would probably do intramural soccer, just because I love the sport so much, and I actually have been missing it a lot. But if it's a large time commitment and there's just too much on my plate, I don't want to take on too much too early, if that makes sense.
I want to do intramural basketball. My brother does it, and he's fucking terrible. So I want to do it.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good way to meet people and stay active.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure the intramural scene at Cal Poly is pretty good. I'm not
I know,
sure
that's
how it
why
is
I
in
was
SU.
worried, because soccer is a big sport at Cal Poly. I think it's like their sport.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. We'll see how good they are, and then I'll determine whether or not I want to do it.
It's the same for me. I don't know like
The
kids
Brown
that-
boys?
I don't know if Brown is good at basketball for intramural, but I mean they're like it's an Ivy, so it's like D1 for sports.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Oh, I was also scrolling on TikTok, and it was like saying working out is a form of self-harm. When you were talking about the fucking like releasing stress and shit like that, Like,
How's it self-harm?
because it's like you just like really stress on yourself and you like force yourself to work out and feel pain through working out. So
I guess
you know,
it depends what you do. I mean, if you do like cardio, like a nice long jog or whatever, it's not.
no fucking cardio is self harm. Let's make that clear.
And it's damaging to your joints in the long run
Yeah.
too. Unless you're swimming. Swimming's like
I
it's
never
like okay.
Swimming's pretty good.
You do whatever.
Swimming-
cross country people are crazy.
Yeah, well, running
always say
for
that.
fun has always been interesting to me.
I
I feel like I
fucking
need to
love
run
it.
for a purpose.
But there's so many ligaments and like joints that you could just like you could just mess up for the rest of your life because you stepped in like one you just like step in one hole and then it's over, you know? Like especially when you're not young anymore. So I don't want to make it a habit, you know, or else you know, something will go wrong.
Maybe this is just me like getting older, so getting into a new audience. But outside of athletes, among men, I feel like working out, like the only reason people do it is like literal physical physique. It's not like this. People try and like put it toward like, you know, feeling better about themselves or like some type of emotional cause. But in reality, I feel like it's just men trying to look good. You know what I mean?
But doesn't that in the end make you feel better about yourself?
Yeah, but it's not like the core reason. It's not I work out so I feel good. It's I work out so I look good so I feel good.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that way for. I mean, maybe not the majority, but like I think a lot, especially on like Instagram, social media, those kind of guys who are promoting that stuff. They're
Andrew
not.
Tate.
What?
You know Andrew Tate? He's the guy with the sunglasses, bald head, beard. He's like, women are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
it.
okay. What I'm saying is like the guys that are promoting that as like the influencers and stuff, like the actual guys who are like fucking yoked and they're like serious bodybuilders. I don't know if they're really pushing the whole, you know, like, oh, improve yourself, you know, and body positivity like that. I think it's more about what you said, like about the ego and like physique.
Yeah.
It's not for the reasons that they try and push.
I'm saying this being one of those person that used to be one of those like positive dudes, like, oh my god, work out to feel better about yourself, you know, get through your goals, and no, it's just fucking look better. If we're gonna be fucking honest.
But I do think they go hand in hand, like you said. Like, you work out to look good, to feel better.
I think that's kind of pretentious though.
To an
It's
extent.
like buying clothes to. You could also buy clothes to look better to feel good. That's not saying because I bought this new shirt, my overall life feeling has been better. You know what I mean? Like
So it's temporary.
it's you know how there's like the thing where it's like buying it gives you immediate happiness, but then it shrinks down to normality,
Yeah.
and then your happiness doesn't actually increase to a certain point. It's kind of like that. Maybe this is just because I stalled as far as working out, but yeah. I also feel like for a lot of dudes have body dysmorphia. Like for women, especially like women, it's more like shined upon. I feel like because it's like a bigger issue as far as like they feel worse about it. But like a lot of dudes for real have like a ton of body dysmorphia. In fact, especially
I think it's just human. Like,
yeah.
to feel that way, to look in the mirror and then not like feel good.
Well, and they both problems stem from the same source, which is that you see people with unattainable physiques, naturally at least, you know, on Instagram or social media in general, and then you feel bad about yourself because no matter how much work you're going to put in, you're never going to look like them unless you take like serious PEDs or stuff like that, you know?
I mean, yeah, like half the people, it's
I'm sorry, dude,
edited,
that's the truth.
plastic surgery. I mean, you've got like different poses and like they're forcing themselves into these positions, and then you look at them and you just are like, I don't look like that. But
Yeah.
there's a reason, and it's coming to terms with that and accepting that.
Like the photos that they take and post, they're not candid. You know, they're set up. They have like lighting. They have people trying to find the right angles and stuff. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But it comes across as like, oh, this is just what I look like the whole time.
But it's just so sad because then you have people who don't know that looking at these images wondering why they don't look like that and feeling like they need to do something different when they really don't.
Yeah.
So
By the way, I changed my IG caption. You see that? 6-pack by 2024.
Did you? I didn't see.
It's gonna happen.
You're giving yourself 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years because I've shot many times and fallen way too short. So I'm gonna give myself a long time to like hit that mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but I'm gonna get fat in college. I know. So yeah.
I'm so stressed about the freshman 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason I'm going to the gym now, to try and just get in the habit. That way that doesn't happen.
I live next to a Panda Express.
They're putting one in. It's slow too.
Oh, geez.
Mhm.
Oh no.
And there's a Chick-fil-A. And there's like Starbucks every 5 feet. It's not going to be good. I'm going to eat so unhealthy in college.
I'm gonna make my 15 like just 15 pounds of pure muscle mass. I told you that, right? Like if I have to gain 15, it's gonna be
Yeah, you did tell me this.
it's just gonna be pure muscle.
And
Just,
how are you going to do that?
like I'm going to go to the dining hall. I'm getting only chicken, rice, and broccoli. You know, stuff like that. I don't know if it's attainable, but it's a goal.
I feel like I'm either become super fat or I'm gonna become anorexic. And that, like, I just won't do that.
You're gonna be a
fucking
vegetarian. I thought you said wasn't your goal like be vegetarian?
Yeah, but that's part of being anorexic. I'm not gonna even eat that much. Like, you remember freshman year, right? When I lost 60? Like, it's like when I commit myself to something, it's like I overdo it. And I'm fine with saying, like, back then I was borderline anorexic, but, you know, it worked out in the end, so.
I think just take care of yourself and eat. You know, just keep a healthy balance.
I'd rather be anorexic than fat, I'm not gonna lie.
Like
And neither are healthy. You should
I feel
you're
like
fine
that's
now. What you're doing now is fine, right? So just
I
try
feel
and
like
maintain
that
that.
itself is a product of like your own like body dysmorphia. You know, like you're preferring to be unhealthily skinny than unhealthily fat.
Well, one thing I should preface this all with that. I'm very, what's the word? Not cocky. Arrogant. There we go. That's a good word. I'm very arrogant. So it's not like either my body image or how I view myself actually takes like a negative toll on how I think about myself. It's just like, for example, like if I have a bad jump shot, I just work on my jump shot. It's not like, oh my god, I'm so sad I have a bad jump shot. Jesus Christ. You know, it's just work on the jump shot. So it's like eat less, eat more for me. That's how like I've always taken it.
What about eat just the right amount?
I can't do that. I take everything to fucking extremes.
I've never like understood how people can like track like individual calories that they're taking, and like that's I don't know. I don't have the brain for that.
No, I've never done that. I've never dieted or anything like that. I just, you know, I try to do my best to eat at least like 2 full meals a day. And obviously snacks are good. And I love snacks, so I do snack a lot. But just if I notice that I'm more hungry than usual, I'll try and like eat another meal or eat a bigger meal that day. But
Dude, from here it got cut out. That was legitimately one of the better recordings we've ever had. This is very disappointing. Sorry. Alright, we had a pretty decent talk, but it got cut out by my stupid phone. Bye.
I hope it didn't.
goodbye.
Bye.
Just in case it's the last time on the pod, did you want to say something special?
Oh man. If you're listening and you're going off to college, good luck, and hopefully I'll be back, but if not, I wish everybody watching the best.
Alright, peace. Bye.